Okay, we're back with part 2 of Lab 8, lactate threshold testing. So we have Evan on the bike. He's hooked up to the metabolic carts. Everything's been calibrated, and we are ready to begin. So I'm going to go ahead and start the stopwatch and have Evan start pedaling and go. So the test is underway. So notice on the protocol, it says we're going to do 50 watts every stage. The way that we actually make this test go a little smoother is we're going to add 25 watts every minute. So it still works out to 50 watts every 2 minutes, but just to allow for a little more gradual increase in the resistance, which is definitely helpful for non-cyclists. We'll add 25 watts every minute. So we'll be doing that in 30 seconds. We're going to ask Evan to keep his cadence close to 100 RPMs throughout the duration of the test. Since the resistance is pretty low right now, this is pretty simple for him. So the resistance and the RPMs are shown here. So he's at 102 RPMs. He's still at 25 watts. Let's go ahead and bump that up to 50 now as we're halfway through the first stage. So now we're at 50 watts. And don't worry about making the corrections on the lab assignment regarding the wattage. You can just leave it as is. Doing good, doing good. So here's a look at the metabolic data being collected. We'll call out the numbers at the end of every stage, which is coming up here in about 15 seconds. And at the end of each stage is also when Mitch will be sampling the lactate. All right, let's get a heart rate RPE.
Heart rate is 131. RPE is 12.
Okay, so heart rate 131, RPE 12 for stage 1.
VO2 is 15.8. RER is 0.97. And VE is 25.2.
Lactate 1.9.
Lactate 1.9 for stage 1, excellent. So right now, Evan is at 75 watts. We'll be taking him up to 100 here in just a few seconds. Keeping those RPMs at 100. All right, let's go ahead and give him 25 more watts. So he's at 100 now. Halfway through stage 2.
There you go, Evan. Good job, man.
Good job. 30 seconds left in this stage. All right, let's get a heart rate RPE.
Heart rate is 141. 13.
141 and 13. So now Mitch is going to do the lactate sample. So he's trying to hold the finger as still as possible, which is more difficult when he's exercising.
Oh, VO2 is 17.5, RER 1.06, and VE was 46.5.
Okay. Sometimes it's a little more difficult to get enough blood out, so Mitch is working on that a little bit more.
Sorry, it had the old reading on there. It didn't reset. There we go. All right. Sorry about that. Good job. Good job.
All right, let's give him 25 more watts.
10.3.
So 10.3 on the lactate. So we saw a big jump there.
Great job. Great job.
We'll see how that looks on the next sample to see if it was an anomaly or if that's accurate. To go from 2 to 10 is a pretty large jump. Good. 30 seconds left in this stage. Doing good. Keep it up. All right, let's get a heart rate and RPE.
Heart rate is 162.
162 on heart rate.
RPE is 14, 15.
15 on the RPE.
VO2 is 28.1. RER is 1.1. VE is 69.3.
Good job, good job.
Good job. Yeah, 6.3.
So 6.3 on that lactate. So it looks like the previous stages, the sample must have been contaminated. We'll still record it, but that was a little bit of an outlier. Sometimes that happens when you're doing this procedure.
Great job. Keep it up.
Good job.
That 100.
Give him 25 more.
There you go,
Halfway
there you
through this
go. Come
stage.
on.
Good job, good job.
Great job, Evan.
"30 seconds left in this stage. Keep it going. Good job. Keep those RPMs up
There you
there.
go.
Heart rate, RPE.
Heart rate is 172.
172.
RPE is 17.
17 on the RPE. Good job. Keep it going, Evan. Hang in there now.
There you go. There you go.
Keep it going, keep it going.
VO2 is 33.4. RER is 1.20. VE is 95.4.
Okay. Oops, wrong way. No, wait. So Evan reached volitional fatigue during the end of that stage. So I'm pulling his wattage down, and go ahead and start pedaling, Evan, so we can do a cool down.
Bleed a lot.
All right,
great,
you have a little resistance there. All right, we'll get that final RPE. I meant to say final lactate.
It's gonna be gross, sorry.
Awesome.
Okay, so we're gonna let Evan cool down, and we will be back with part 3 of this Lab 8 video, where we will look at his recovery lactate as well as doing some data interpretation. We'll see you in a moment.